Hello, everyone. This is Independent Conservative. I am Ryan Boland. Thank you all for joining once again. So, the Biden campaign, and I know you guys have heard this. You had to have. Oh my God, you had to have. But I got to holler about it. The Biden campaign held a press conference Tuesday in reference to Donald Trump's trial. And one of those individuals that was in the press conference was actor Robert De Niro. Like I said, I know you guys probably have heard this already, but I want to put my little 2 cents in here. So I'm going to read you guys just a small portion of this article, and I'm going to let you guys listen in on some of the words that Robert De Niro said. You know, I was able to get some recordings here, and here's a picture of this. I hope you guys can see this. Hopefully, I'll get the software where I can just do it the other way. But here's Robert De Niro pointing fingers, whatever. Yeah. So article starts off, the Biden campaign on Tuesday morning staged a press conference outside of the Manhattan courtroom where closing arguments were set to begin in the business records trial of former President Donald Trump. Now, this is what's crazy to me. What the heck is the Biden campaign out there staging a press conference for? What? It has nothing to do with, or does it? His trial has nothing to do with the Biden campaign. So why are they out there? Why are they holding the press conference out there? But anyway, let's go on. Speaking at the press conference were actors Robert De Niro, as I said earlier, and two former police officers at the Capitol on January 6th, Harry Dunn, who ran unsuccessfully for Congress, and Michael Fanani. I think that's how you pronounce his name. De Niro unleashed full Trump derangement syndrome, claiming that if Trump were elected, he would, quote, never leave office. And that's the part got me. He will never leave office, which is stupid because during the first tenor of his presidency, he left the office. So what are you even talking about? And I heard him right now, he will never leave office. How much is this man getting paid to talk like this? But anyway, so let me let you guys listen in on some of these clips here. Oh, God. They didn't got rid of it that quick. Oh, man. Wow. Wait a minute here. My mistake here. I actually was trying to get a clip. Yeah, two clips from the Breitbart News article. The last few seconds, and it was on there. Audio clips of him talking, and it was on there. And all of a sudden, I went back to it, and it was gone. So that's cool. I said I'll find another. So here, I want you guys to hear in on what he said. It's like, I mean, this may be like about several minutes here. But let's hear what he had to say here. Let's see what Robert De Niro had to say.
And that's why it's so weird that Donald Trump is just across the street. Because he doesn't belong in my city. But around the country, people who didn't know him, as we did, started to support him. They bought into his bullshit.
So let me ask this question. This by the way, I think this is NBC. He said that they didn't know him like we knew him. What do you know about him, Robert? I mean, maybe Robert. I mean, I don't know either. But what do you know about him? From what I understand, there were a lot of rappers that knew Trump at the time and were really, during particularly the 80s and so forth, and were really in support of him. They really liked the man. So all of a sudden now it's a problem. You know, it's crazy. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. But anyway.
Trump bought their votes with outrageous lies and empty promises. Somehow.
What outrageous lies and what empty promises? The 4 years that he was in office, what did he lie about? What promise did he make and didn't try to fulfill it? And if it wasn't completely fulfilled, that was because the Democrats stopped him. He tried to build a border wall. Biden came and just took that all away. See, the mainstream media dumbs down so many people, man. It's just crazy. Anyway.
We even got self-styled patriots to support a man who called for terminating the Constitution.
What's the self-styled?
And on January 6th, rallied an angry mob to threaten democracy, leaving death and destruction in its...
See, this is... You hear what he said? He staged it. According to Robert De Niro, Trump staged this January 6th, leaving death and destruction? Are you kidding me? How many people actually died? Let me calm down. Mr. De Niro, how many people actually died? Innocent people actually died on January 6th as compared to the 2020 riots conducted by Black Lives Matter, them chumps, and Antifa. Compare the two. All the looting, all the burning up of businesses and damage that Black Lives Matter and Antifa committed in comparison to January 6th. Tell me how much death and destruction, which one was worse? It seems to me that and I'm going to borrow the words of someone else, another YouTube content creator. It seems to me that the Democrats are doggone desperate. They got to get people, they don't know what else to do. They have to keep fabricating these lies. But you know what I think, too, before I let you guys listen to the rest of this? I think, too, that they really believe that, unfortunately, a significant number of people, a specific type of people, are so dumbed down. I'm just telling you this is what they think. I'm not saying I'm saying this is what they think. Are so dumbed down and so unthinking that they could sit up here and have a person like Robert De Niro, who I'm pretty sure is well paid. He's not doing it for free. The man is desperate as himself to say this kind of stuff, and people will believe it. They're counting on that. Let's go on, man, because I could go on more.
That's why I needed to be involved and wanted to be involved in the new Biden-Harris ad, because it shows the violence of Trump and reminds us that he'll use violence against anyone who stands in the way of his megalomania and greed. And now,
what violence have Trump initiated? How can anybody believe this stuff? Name some violent episodes that Trump, and I'm not talking about the January 6th bull crap. I already destroyed that argument. I have destroyed that argument. Millions, others have destroyed that argument. January 6th in comparison to the 2020 riots and so forth, in terms of damage and lives lost, there is no comparison. Let's stop playing games. In what way did Trump initiate any of this kind of violence that Mr. De Niro is accusing him of? In what way? Name it. I'm confused because maybe I've been watching so many conservative outlets that I just didn't see the evil and the horrors that Trump was initiating. I didn't see it. Maybe you didn't see it. Please let me know, because I might be dumbed down, right? You know, I might be ignorant of these realities. Please let me know in the comment box. Somebody, please let me know. Please, Lord, let me know. Let's go on, people.
He's promising to use our own military to attack U.S. citizens. That's the tyrant he's telling us he'll be.
Let me stop right here. I know I keep having to stop for copyright issues as well, you know. First of all, Trump's idea of using the military isn't to create any chaos. It's to keep the chaos from being created by the left, the radical left. That's what that's all about. Because guarantee you, if Trump wins, and I said this to someone some time ago, I said if Trump wins, the radical left going to be ticked. They're going to cause all kinds of riots. They're going to be trying their best to persecute conservatives. I mean, anyone that supports Trump, you can forget it. It's going to be violence in the air. And that's what, if in fact, I don't know, I haven't heard whether or not he's said this or not, but if he did say this, okay, that's what it's for. It isn't the cause, it isn't to have the military going up, beating up on people from the left. It's to keep the people from the left from beating up on people on the right. Because that's what usually happens. That's what's been happening. That's the truth, and that's the reality. Okay, so let's quit with all these lies. Let's go on.
And believe me, he means it. When Trump ran in 2016, it was like a joke. This buffoon running for president. No, it never could happen. We'd forgotten the lessons of history that showed us other clowns who weren't taken seriously until they became vicious.
Now, I notice what he says. Other clowns, right? You know, other clowns who did... But I guarantee you, if Trump was to say something like that, oh my God, you the worst person in the world. You Satan incarnate. You Antichrist. But let old washed up Robert De Niro say it's okay. Let's go on.
Dictators. With
and
Trump,
you bozo the clown,
we have
sir.
a second chance. and no one is laughing now. This is the time to stop him.
No one is laughing because the American public is trying to seize the line.
I hope this new ad campaign reaches outside the bubble to remind supporters of what a danger he is to our lives.
You hear that horn blowing?
This is not a threat. This is a reality.
Now listen to this. Now you heard them horns. So I forget exactly what YouTube content creator said something about it. He says, like, you hear the horn going off there. Some have said that perhaps someone had the horn going off like that just to interrupt Mr. De Niro. Maybe, maybe not. I have no clue. But he's just random. This man is not giving any real factual data at all. It's just a stream of irrational Trump derangement syndrome spouts of spit and slob and drool. That's basically what it is. He hasn't given any factual data whatsoever to support his assertions about Trump. None whatsoever. Anyway, let's go on.
What Trump does to try to intimidate, we have to fight back. We're trying to do it.
Somebody said you washed up.
Trying to be gentlemen in this
And he is.
Democrats. You are gangsters. You are gangsters.
Which is not true. Robert De Niro's movies do not suck. At least the older ones, they do not. They are some of the best movies ever made that in my opinion. And let me say this about Robert De Niro as an actor. Let's be realistic now. Robert De Niro as an actor, it could be argued he's one of the greatest American actors of all time. Robert De Niro and what's the other guy? Robert De Niro and Al Pacino. Okay. Robert De Niro and Al Pacino could be arguably two of the greatest actors in American history. So his movies don't suck. So whoever made that comment, they were just saying that out of anger. The man's movies do not suck, in my opinion. His movies were great, at least the earlier ones, 70s and 80s and so forth. That's not a good argument. Okay, his movies did not suck, but right now he's sucking. Like he's taking in all the air, bro. Bro, you suck right now, Mr. Robert De Niro. You really. So let's listen to a little bit more of this. If you can hear it. Yeah, that's about all right there. That's all I'm gonna let you guys listen to right there. That's about all we can talk about there. And I just wanted to do a little bit on it because this is insane. This is insane, and like I said, and like one of the individuals said that, Robert De Niro, he is washed up in the sense that he's older. I think he's like, 900 years old? No, wait a minute. I'm sorry. Forgive me for that. I think 1,000 years old. He's 1,000 years old plus a couple of other years added to that. And he hasn't been in a real movie in the last 800 years, of a 1,000-year reign that he's 1,000 years he's been on Earth. He hasn't been in a movie in the last 800 years. So he needs the money. He needs the money, and he's desperate too. But if you was able to decipher a significant portion of all of the rhetoric that he was yipping and yapping, there was no factual data to substantiate his argument against Trump. None whatsoever. This is all, like one person said, nothing burger. This is all fluff, all to get the people enraged because the Democrats are desperate. They don't know what else to do. And like I said earlier in the introduction to this video, what in the heck is the Biden administration having a press conference over there? What's that got to do? It's Trump that's in the court, not the Biden administration. So what are you having a press conference up there for? Why? And then they pick, here's the killing part to me, to show you just how backwards these Democrats are, right? Because it seems like people are not falling for it. The crowds of people that he was yicking and yakking to, they weren't falling for it. They was calling him man all kinds of names, Mr. Robert De Niro. To show you just how backwards and out of touch these Democrats are, and particularly in the Biden administration, you pick somebody like a washed up actor that a lot of these younger people don't even hardly really know much about. What is it? The Generation Y, Z, X? I don't know what they are. But they don't know hardly anything about Robert De Niro and probably don't care. So his words would have no play, would have no substance to them because they don't know. They know very little about him. If you really want, listen, Biden administration, let me give you guys some, offer a little suggestion to you guys. If you really want to win, you got to find, or at least be competitive against Trump. You got to find someone that's younger, maybe a rapper, right? Okay, because a lot of the young people, the way y'all see it, that's all what they want to hear is rap music, right? So find a young rapper, up-to-date rapper that's willing to say all these type of yippity-yappity nonsense and unsubstantiated accusations and so forth. Yeah, you need to get somebody young up there today, somebody that's today, so that the younger people that you're trying to attract or get a hold of, what I guess that's what you, they will listen. They'll be more inclined to listen. But right now, you're failing by picking someone that's 1,000 years old and that hasn't been in the movies in 800 of 1,000 years. I mean, come on, man. Who's going to listen? What younger person going to listen to that? And the people that's out in the crowd, they was calling him all kinds of names. You washed up, your movies suck, this, that, and the other. Come on, man. Yeah, come on, man. You guys are losers. You're losing. You're losing, quiet as it may be kept. Okay? Anyway, yeah, that's what I had to say about that debacle. What do you guys think about Robert De Niro's rant and raving? I mean, clearly he has Trump derangement syndrome. Simplex plus, I mean, it's really attached to his neurons in his brain. I think a portion of his brain is gone right now. He probably eats, sleeps, and dreams about Trump and I mean, he probably sees Trump sitting next to him when he's on his sofa, whatever. I mean, this man, he's really there. What do you guys think about it? What do you guys think about Robert De Niro's rants? I mean, was he right in the accusation he made about Trump? Wrong? What do you think? Leave your comments in the comment section below. Like, share, subscribe to my channel. God bless you all. See you again.